So I got my start here with Lorain County Printing and Publishing way back in the early part of this century. So we're talking 2003. I interned at WEOL. So I got my start in radio there, coming from Bowling Green as an intern. It eventually led to part-time employment upon completion of college, and then it was a situation where I just kind of grew and developed different roles within WEOL, from being a news person to a sports person to some things that had to do with the technical field as far as broadcasts and remotes were concerned. And that went straight on up into my career here at the Chronicle and Lorain County Printing and Publishing in terms of the human resources role. So, overall, I've been involved with the organization for 20 years plus now. I am the human resources generalist, which means that I do a lot of different things in terms of recruiting, benefits administration, conflict resolution, employee evaluations, leading and training sessions, safety initiatives, you name it. It all falls underneath that category of human resources, which some folks consider to be a little bit of a gray area. It can overlap into different departments, and you really have to be able to interface with different groups that we work with here at the Chronicle Telegram, and not just here, but our other properties as well. Elyria Lorain Broadcasting Company, located in Milan, that's just outside of Sandusky, so you're talking about 30 miles west. Also, the Medina County Gazette, our sister publication, just a little bit southeast of here. So you have to be available to represent those folks and the initiatives that they're trying to purvey, as well as the other properties. We are Lorain County centric, and the cool part about the way that our properties are aligned is that we also have Medina County just a little bit, again, southeast of us, and then our radio group, which is focused out west over at Milan. So between those organizations, we kind of have a footprint that would span from Erie County and beyond that direction, all the way out to, again, this far south, as Medina and those outlying communities there in Medina County, reaching even into Stark and Summit counties, depending on who interacts with the products there. Certainly the Chronicle, Lorain County, but we like the Lake Shore over there, and we like to dip into Cuyahoga County. So Westlake and Bay Village folks, we're very happy to have you a part of our products. WEL's inception was in 1948, and the call letters stood for, well, W is just the natural, and then E for Elyria, O for Oberlin, and L for Lorain. Now, from there, it developed into a much more outreaching product. Certainly, all of Lorain County was encapsulated by Vermilion, and it would stretch as pretty much as far out past Huron certain times when the weather was the right way and the sun was the right way. You could do pretty well. And then as far east as Bay Village, I think Westlake were ways to get WEOL, and certainly the signal boomed south for a number of years. That was a very strong signal facing our southward communities. WEOL transitioned recently to an online product, so the same great programming that you've enjoyed for years with WEOL is going to be available starting this fall with WEOL.com, a renewed emphasis on high school sports, live broadcasts that are going to be available through our mobile app at WEOL, through the App Store and the Play Store, and also online at WEOL.com. From the desktop or a laptop or a tablet, you're going to be able to get the same programming there. We still have plans to deliver high school football broadcasts, multiple platforms each and every Friday night throughout the regular season onto the playoffs. And you'll notice some original programming dropping as well at WEOL.com. Our very own Rocco Nucci, who is here at the Chronicle Telegram's building, engages in a podcast called Hey Coach. He's got some other things that are going to go on, but you look for a new edition of Hey Coach each and every week. Rocco puts it out there, dealing with local area coaches, high school, and not just high school. It could be related to other fields as well, and maybe people that have retired from the coaching ranks that now share some of what they're doing now. The good part about that is online access is absolutely free to WEOL.com and the mobile app. So it's free in the App Store, the Play Store, and of course, if you just log on to WEOL.com, you'll be able to find that content at no cost to you. It's really great to talk about an organization like the community partnership here in Elyria that is, upstairs in our building. So, we're friends and neighbors at the same time, literally and figuratively. It's a great thing. You think about the leadership that exists there, and just great partners that you want to come to work with every day. And even though we're not working for the same employer, so to speak, you get a pulse and you get a sense that you feel the same kind of initiatives and wins that they have. We celebrate those too, and I think that they feel that way about us when something goes well for us in terms of coverage of an event, or somebody does something above and beyond in terms of our staff, and we take note of that and make an example of it. They really celebrate those wins for us too. So it's sort of like what happens to one happens to the other, and the work that you folks do downtown in making it a place to be proud of and a place that you feel safe and you want to go to and experience events at is just another example of how that translates. And just posting a flyer sometimes and somebody walks by in the building 3 or 4 times in a day, then they can make a choice to say, you know what, I am going to go to that event this weekend or this evening. I am going to be at Thursdays because there's something in it for me. There's an experience that I'd like to be a part of. And I think the partnership does a great job of making sure that mission statement's available. I think you see just a synergy that works, and certainly the values when you talk about an ECP initiative are very much the same as what we want to prevent and get out there. The message I think is the same. The interaction with a lot of our groups, both public service and private social groups and things like that really help out to go the extra distance and make yourself visible in the community. Those are just traits that I think both organizations share.